It's Delicious here again. Thank you for stopping by on my channel. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber that lives in Australia. On today's recipe, we're going to be preparing seafood okra soup. As you can see, there's a lot of sea obstacles inside this soup. But before that, I would like to appreciate all my amazing subscribers, including you that just clicked on this video. Thank you for stopping by, and if you've not subscribed to my channel, please click and subscribe. Can you see that seafood obstacle? This is the sea crab, big one. And here comes the authentic seafood okra soup. This is the type of seafood okra soup that will make you not to even remember that you're allergic to seafood, because you just can't resist it. The ingredient inside this soup is the real blood tonic. Here are the seafood that I'll be using to prepare this authentic seafood okra soup. I've got blue crab here, which has been cleaned and washed. I cut it into two so that it will not be too big. This little plate, I got mussels, which has already been cleaned. And this is calamari, which has already been cleaned. It's like a ring shape. This is what the calamari looks like. Here I have big prawns and the small prawns. And this is Barracuda fish with less bone tilapia fish, which has already been thoroughly cleaned. You can always add or remove any other seafood of your choice. Of course, you already know that there is no seafood okra soup without the okra itself. Here is the okra that I'll be using for this soup. You can use any vegetable of your choice, but I'll be using baby spinach leaf for this soup. In here, I've got 1 big red onion, 1 tablespoon of crayfish, 2 nut cubes, ogili obe, which I'll be roasting later to get the aroma out. I've got salt, cup of palm oil, I won't be using oil, long chili tatashi. I've already cleaned and removed all the seeds from the tatashi. This is what it looks like before removing the seeds from it. And I have fresh pepper. I'm using this my food processor to slice the okra. You can always use your knife to slice your own okra, big or small, depending on how you want it. I love this my kitchen robot. And I'm done slicing all the okra. It's always good to prepare the ingredient first. I just added the onion into this food processor. I'll set the onions aside and add the pepper with the tatashi. I'll give it a very good rough blending. And after blending the pepper with the tatashi, it's time for me to add palm oil into a preheated pot. I'll add half of the palm oil into a preheated pot. Then I'll add the onion. I'll let it heat up for like a minute. Stir it very well. I'll add the blended pepper. I'm adding the blended crayfish. I'll add all the nut cubes. I'll stir it very well and let it steam. Now I'm going to roast the ogidi obe. I'll roast it for like half a minute. It's always good to roast it. That brings out the good taste and the aroma. But if you can't roast it, don't worry, just blend it. So you would not want to roast it too long, just like half a minute until you notice a little bit of brownish color out of it. Now I'm blending the ogidi obe. I'll add it into the soup and stir it very well and let it steam for 5 good minutes. After 5 minutes, you will notice that the onions, the pepper with your ogiri does not have that raw taste anymore. So I'm going to go ahead and add this fish into the pot. I'll add all the fish into this pot. I'll add a little bit of salt into it. Remember that the seafood also contains salt, so you have to be careful while adding salt to it. I'll stir it. I'll add a cup of water into it. I'll cover it and allow it to cook for 2 minutes. Let the fish absorb the pepper, the salt and everything. After steaming the fish for 2 minutes, the fish is still half done. Yes, I know. I'm gonna stir it and taste for salt. I'll stir it a little bit. I'll add the blue swimmer crab. The reason why I added this crab first is because it's a little bit tougher than the other seafood. So I'll let it cook for 5 minutes before adding the other seafoods into the pot. It's always good to start with the tough ones. At this point, you will notice that the blue crab has changed color to a golden brown. I'm adding the prawns into the pot. I'll add the calamari, add the mussels. I'll stir it together and add a cup of water into it. I'll cover it and allow it to cook for 5 to 8 minutes until the seafood is done before we'll come back to add other ingredients into it. At this point, subscribe to my channel and on the notification bell. After 8 minutes, it's time for us to check on our soup. From the aroma, I know the taste is gonna be yumlicious. I'll stir it very well. I've removed head of the fish off camera because I didn't want it to split inside the pot. Men looking at this calamari, the prawn, the crab, you already know that this is the type of seafood that makes me to even forget that I'm allergic to seafood because I just can't resist them. No, I can't. So I'll stir it very well, then I will add the okra into it. If you don't want too much okra in your soup, you can add a little bit or more. And if you've not subscribed to my channel, click on the red button, it's for free, and don't forget to on the notification bell. I'll stir it together before adding the remaining okra. I did not add too much water into the soup because I want it to be thick and authentic. So I'm adding the remaining okra, and after adding the remaining okra, I'm gonna let it cook for just 1 minute. Not longer than a minute because I did not want to overcook this okra. I'm stirring the okra together and letting it cook for 1 minute. You can see the consistency. It's not very thick, it's not too runny, it's just okay. Perfect the way I want it. I'm going to add the baby spinach leaf and I'll turn off the heat immediately after adding that spinach leaf because I did not want to overcook that veggie at all. So I've turned off the heat at this point and the soup is good to go. Come with your eba or semo and let's do this soup some justice. And the soup is ready. Feel that soup. thank you for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to share with your family and friends, and I would love to see you in my next video. Subscribe if you've not done that. Thank you. Bye bye.